When was the decision made to send Pavlich for surgery?
Yeah, well, he trained today. He tried to train, so we'd picked the team with him in. He started the year really healthy, and then got some general soreness through the Achilles, which he was playing and playing reasonably well. And then on the weekend he obviously struggled, and so during that game it got worse. And then, but we were still confident that, because he's been in this position before, so we gave him plenty of time to settle down. In the background we did some, referencing with the appropriate people. He attempted to train today and started okay, but it got to the point where he wasn't comfortable with it, and neither were we. And I just said, look, you've done so much for this club over a long period. We certainly don't want to put you in a position where you're vulnerable, and certainly more importantly, the team's vulnerable. So post then we went in and sat down and spoke about the procedure, what's required, and it'll get it done. It'll be 4 to 6 weeks, and look, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for the rest of the team who are in really good shape and playing pretty good footy, not perfect footy, but pretty good footy. We play a really strong team on the weekend. I just think it's a great challenge and a great opportunity for us to prove that we can compete and play really good football without Matthew, which I'm really confident about. We've done it before, and I'm sure we'll aim to do it again over the ensuing weeks. But on juxtaposed to that, we would love Matthew back, as early and fit and healthy. So yeah, it's sort of bittersweet, really.
When's he going to have surgery, Ross?
Yeah, look, he's going to have it in the immediate future. So I haven't got the exact details. So I'm not sure that's relevant to the discussion, though, exactly when and where,
How long are you expecting him to be out for, Ross?
Well, I've said 4 to 6 weeks.
Usually Achilles are pretty bad injuries. How bad is it?
You're Doctor Who?
Well, I mean, often Achilles can be, long.
Well, I don't know a lot about it, so you clearly know more than me and the surgeon, so that's okay. We're telling you 4 to 6 weeks. And if you want to get really technical, it's not the Achilles, it's the plantaris, so, which is minor, and it's what he had last year, and yeah, so that's where it sits.
What kind of options are you looking at to cover for Pav now?
Well, we'll pick a team, mysteries. The team comes out about 3:30, so obviously we've got the talls, Jack Hanneth and Tanner Smith, who have been super competitive, and we've got Hayden Crozier, who's a goal kicker, and Lockie Neal's in good form, and so there's a little bit to work through there.
Is going small an option, Ross, against Hawthorn?
I haven't really thought about it. We're still got to make a final decision, so this is, as you're aware, we just trained not long ago, so we'll get together in the Virgin Lounge and have an unofficial match committee and send the team through. So
he had surgery in the off-season on his Achilles, correct?
He had 3 lots of surgeries. No, it wasn't his Achilles, if you want to be really technical, and if you've got medical hats on today. So he had the plantaris done, which is, you don't really need it to function, but it can be a burr in your side. So he had his back, hip and plantaris done, but this is on the opposite side. So we're really confident, and they can tear naturally. It's a bit like the plantar fascia. So yeah, that's where it sits. But it's clearly Matthew will speak to this. He does a couple of media gigs around town, and I'm sure he'll inform you fully. But I'm here to talk about the game, the ones that are available. Matthew's done. That's all on the record. So if you've got any questions about the game, I'd be excited to answer them. Yeah, he passed his cog state, so he'll be named.
Ross, it's a big ground. And they possess the ball and are an expert kicking team. How do you close that down on such a big ground?
Well, we just want to win the ball. They've changed a bit. They're handballing a fair bit. They 1-1 in the back half. They're kicking longer. They're going a bit wider. So they've changed their model a bit from last year. They're not as precise and as short. So, like always, we want to win the ball around the stoppages, give our forwards a chance, and when we haven't got it, work really hard to get it back, which is a strength of ours, and create turnovers. And if you create turnovers, you get an opportunity to score. So. And we'd like to take our opportunities. I think we kicked 4 sitters out in the Fulham, kicked 2-7 in the last quarter. So yeah, we want to take our opportunities when we create them. But we understand it's a challenge, but it's one we're really looking forward to. I'm really quite excited to test ourselves against really what is the premier team along with Sydney in the competition.
Ross, how important is stopping Luke Hodgson, who's likely to get the job there?
Oh, look, he's a good player. He plays either end. I think if we focus on one, we'll lose the others. So, look, we've been really proactive winning the ball, and that's the way we want to stay.
You're a team that I guess wants to win anywhere, anytime. Is this a true test of that theory now? You've only won once, 8 times in Tasmania.
So I don't even look to the past. So I'm not aware of the record, and we're going down to win. So But look, if history tells us can't win, I'll go and get the boys now. We'll go out to the car park and I'll go and tell Steve Rossich and Steve Harris we won't turn up. So we're about competing, and I'm sure our fans and our members want to go down there and they expect us to win and compete. So we'll give our best effort and see where that takes us.
Just for the fans who haven't seen much of Jack Hannett and Tanner Smith, can you give us a bit of a description about the two?
Yeah, well, one's a ruckman. Played SNFL football, so he's really 202, quite big and mobile. And Tanner Smith's a 196 super athlete competitor. Been playing at Peel, forward and back. So, and he played in. They both played pre-season practice, senior practice matches. So.
Who captains the team in Matthew's absence?
Look, I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Well, look, we think everyone leads, so they just go and flip the coin. I think the coin flipper, but Luke McFarlane stuffed that up last time, so he forgot to know what to do about it. So we might have to make it someone else, maybe David Mundy. So.
Is McFarlane an option down forward?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. He's got a strong history, but they've got Hale, Franklin, and Roughhead. They're handy, so I think we'll start with him down back, and if we're not scoring, we're flicking forward. So look, it's an exciting. We're not a super tall forward line anyway, so we're really excited by the opportunity. There's no excuses here. We're a no excuse football club. We understand it's tough. Everyone's just got to step up and grab their opportunity.
Hawthorn leads the league in inside 50s. How do you stop their dominance in that category?
I don't know. We'll have a meeting, try and win the ball and pressure them and get it back, I reckon.